Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about game 148 of the regular season, where the Astros win 4-0 over the Tampa Bay Rays. And with this win, the Houston Astros have clinched a fifth, in the past 6 years, AL West title. I will talk about that all in due time. Let's talk about the game itself, which was, ironically, after a game that was so eventful for so many reasons, a game that was pretty uneventful. The Astros offense was fine. 4 runs is good. Jose Altuve lead-off home run, his 25th of the season. He'd have to go on a tear, but hey, another 30 home run season isn't entirely out of the question yet. If he gets hot, God knows Altuve's a player that can do it. He might be able to flirt with it at least. Jordan in the 6th inning would have an RBI base hit. Bregman would have an RBI double, 2 RBI double actually in the 6th inning. That would make it a 2-0 and then 4-0 game. Again, like following a game that was so historic for pitching, obviously, in yesterday's game, and then a great offensive performance, followed up by that's a win. Not too shabby. Obviously, the winning of the crown makes it important, but overall, the game wasn't too eventful. I mean, Altuve had a good game, pair of base hits, the home run to lead off the game, obviously. That's all we would have needed. Like, we could have completely stopped after the first batter and been more or less fine. Jordan had the RBI base hit. Bregman had a multi-hit game. Kyle Tucker had a base hit. Trey Mancini got unlucky, pair of hard hit balls for no hits, which is unfortunate. And then pitching, Luis Garcia, not great. I'm going to put it like that. I don't think, if there are no runs given up, I will never say it was a terrible game. But boy, oh boy, this is kind of one of them that really makes you want to say it was a bad game, even though it was a 5-inning shutout, because pair of base hits, that's fine, right? That and the runs, good. 4 walks to 4 strikeouts is the opposite of good. 8 hard hit balls in only 5 innings is, again, quite not good. The starting pitching from Luis Garcia was a miracle he didn't get lit up. And I like Luis Garcia. I really hope he finds it next year. But boy, oh boy, he has just not looked wonderful this season. It's been hit or miss quite a lot. Hunter Brown, however, comes in relief of Luis Garcia, gives us 3 good innings. 3 strikeouts in 3 innings, only 1 walk, pair of base hits, 2 hard hit balls, Great outing from Hunter Brown. I want to say he had 5 swings and misses as well. He looked pretty darn solid. Throwing that slider at an average of 94, which is, again, just unfair. I really think he could be ridiculous next season. And Hector Neris comes in. Pair of strikeouts in the 9th inning. Dust your hands, and the Astros have won their 5th AL West title in 6 years. The only one we didn't win was in the Mickey Mouse year of 2020, where the Oakland A's got it. But I think we all know how that ended, eh? So I might give a bit of a spiel just for a moment, which is appreciation of things. Because we live in a society where I think a lot of things go underappreciated. And the Astros fans know what we're watching. We know we're watching a great team, right? We understand that. But sometimes I don't think we understand that we're not just watching a great team. We're watching the best Astros team that this organization has ever wheeled out, and very well may ever wheel out in their franchise's history. We have a dynasty going. At the very least, a dynasty within our own organization. 5 AL West crowns in 6 years. 6 consecutive playoff appearances. 7 of 8, if you want to throw in the wild card in 2015. We've reached 5 consecutive ALCSs, and to be honest, it looks like we very well might have another one coming up here, where the Astros look to roll into the playoffs as the 1 seed and potentially the powerhouse of the American League, with franchise players who you already know quite a few of them are going to have their numbers hanging from the rafters of Minute Maid. And sometimes, just sitting there and thinking about the fact that for 5 years of the past 6, we have been the winners of the American League West. Sometimes you just really need to sit there and marinate on the fact that we are watching the greatest Houston Astros team that has ever been put to diamond. So the Astros have about 2 weeks to just, play around, work on locking up the 1 seed, and get that 100th win and pass the century mark for the 4th time in those 6 years. Which would be pretty darn nice if I do say so myself. But that's all I have to say for the evening. So thank you all so very much for watching. Wait, no, game tomorrow. What am I talking about? Gosh, I just started outroing before I even did the brief mention of tomorrow's game. We're still in Tropicana, 6:40 start time Eastern, 5:40 Central. The Rays are going to send possible Cy Young candidate, not possible, he's a Cy Young candidate, possibly the runner-up, Shane McClanahan, and the Astros are going to send Christian Javier, which honestly bodes like a great matchup, so I can't wait to watch that one tomorrow night. And now I'll say I'll be here afterwards to talk about it, but that's all I have to say for the evening. So, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Stros.